Most people think October means the end of gardening, time to pack up the pots, clean the tools, and call it a season. But here's the truth. October isn't the finish line. It's the restart button. While most folks are raking leaves and saying goodbye to their gardens, smart growers are out there quietly sowing what comes next. The soil's still warm, the air's calm, and the pests are gone. It's the perfect setup for cool weather crops that don't just survive the chill, they love it. Hey friends, Tim here from Grow with Tim, where we keep gardening simple, affordable, and real. No fancy setups or expensive fertilizers, just smart timing and natural growth. And today, we're diving into my favorite late-season secret, the 15 vegetables and herbs you can plant right now in late October that'll grow strong all winter long. Stick around till the end because one of these herbs practically grows itself, even through frost. Let's jump in and turn this quiet month into your garden's next beginning. Kicking off our list at number 15, we've got garlic, the true icon of fall gardening. If there's one crop that perfectly captures what this season's about, it's this one. Garlic rewards patience like nothing else. You plant it now, right as the air turns crisp, and months later you're pulling up beautiful, fragrant bulbs that make every meal better. The magic? It does most of the work while you're not even looking. Late October is the sweet spot. The soil still holds a touch of warmth, and those cool nights signal the cloves to settle in. Just break apart a healthy bulb, tuck each clove pointy side up about 2 inches deep, cover it, and walk away. That's all it takes. No special tools, no fancy fertilizer. While the rest of the garden rests, garlic quietly builds roots underground, growing stronger with each passing week. By early summer, you'll have rich, flavorful bulbs that beat anything from the store. Simple, reliable, and the perfect way to start your cool season planting list. Sliding into the number 14 spot, broad beans, also known as fava beans. These are the quiet multitaskers of the fall garden. You plant them now, and they'll pay you back twice. First with a rich harvest, and second by feeding your soil. While most crops shut down for winter, fava beans keep going. Cool weather doesn't scare them off. In fact, they love it. Here's their secret superpower. They grab nitrogen straight from the air and store it in the soil through their roots. So while they're growing, they're also naturally improving your garden's fertility for whatever you'll plant next spring. It's like having a built-in soil booster that asks for almost nothing in return. Give them loose soil, steady moisture, and a bit of patience. By late spring, you'll have sturdy plants covered in plump pods. You can harvest them young for tender, sweet beans, or let them mature for hearty, earthy flavor later on. Either way, fava beans are that rare fall crop that gives more than it takes. A true gardener's win-win. At number 13, we've got spinach, the cool weather hero that proves gardening doesn't stop when temperatures drop. This leafy green absolutely loves the chill. In fact, those crisp autumn nights make it taste even better. A light frost brings out a natural sweetness you just don't get in summer. It's like the plant knows how to turn cold air into flavor. The best part? Spinach is low maintenance and fast. You don't need fancy gear or a greenhouse. A small raised bed, a few pots, or even an old container will do. Scatter the seeds, keep the soil lightly damp, and you'll see sprouts in no time. Once the leaves reach a good size, start harvesting from the outside, and it'll keep producing fresh greens week after week. This crop doesn't demand much, but gives back plenty. Packed with vitamins and flavor, spinach brings life to your fall garden when everything else is slowing down. If you want something reliable, productive, and easy to love, this is it. Holding down the 12th spot on our list is kale, the no-drama powerhouse that thrives when most plants are calling it quits. Kale doesn't just tolerate the cold, it embraces it. As the nights grow colder, the flavor deepens and the leaves turn sweeter, giving you that perfect mix of crisp texture and earthy taste that only fall-grown kale delivers. It's one of the easiest greens to care for. Give it some light, well-drained soil, and it'll take it from there. Harvest a few outer leaves, and it keeps bouncing back, producing fresh growth for months. Even after frost, those dark, frilly leaves hold their shape and nutrients like champions. What makes kale special isn't just its toughness, but its quiet reliability. It keeps your garden alive, colorful, and nutritious deep into winter with almost no fuss. When other crops fade, kale stands strong, bold, steady, and just a little bit heroic. Sliding into the 11th position are radishes, the speed demons of the fall garden. If patience isn't your strong suit, these little roots are your best friends. You tuck the seeds into cool, loose soil, give them a bit of moisture, and within just 3 to 4 weeks, you're pulling out crisp, colorful bulbs that look and taste like instant success. Radishes absolutely love the chill of late October. The cool weather keeps them mild and crunchy, not sharp or woody like they can get in summer heat. And because they grow so fast, they're perfect for filling in empty spaces between slower crops. A quick harvest while you wait for the heavy hitters to mature. You can grow them in garden beds, window boxes, or even old containers, and they'll perform just as well. Their roots dig deep, their greens stretch wide, and before you know it, you've got a handful of red, pink, or white gems ready to slice into salads or roast for a bit of warmth. Simple, fast, satisfying. Radishes prove that even in the cool season, good things come quickly. In the 10th spot, we've got lettuce mixes, the unsung heroes of the fall garden. These greens might not be flashy, but they deliver non-stop harvests when most plants are slowing down. The beauty of growing a mix is in the variety. Tender butterheads, crisp romaines, frilly oak leaves, all growing side by side, ready to snip whenever you need a handful of fresh salad greens. Cool weather is lettuce's favorite season. The mild days and chilly nights keep the leaves soft, sweet, and free from that bitter edge you often get in summer. You don't need to wait for full heads either. Just cut what you need and the rest keeps growing back. That's the magic of the cut and come again method. You can grow lettuce mixes anywhere. Raised beds, window boxes, or shallow trays by your back door. A little sunlight, consistent moisture, and you're set. It's low effort, high reward, and honestly, it feels good knowing you've got a living salad bar right outside. When most gardens start winding down, lettuce keeps the season alive, fresh, green, and growing. Holding the 9th spot is Swiss chard, the colorful powerhouse that brings both beauty and endurance to your fall garden. Those bright stems, ruby red, golden yellow, deep orange, look like they were made for a painter's palette. But chard isn't just about looks. It's one of the toughest greens you can grow, thriving in cool weather and bouncing back even after a touch of frost. What makes chard special is its versatility. You can harvest it young for tender, mild leaves that work perfectly in salads, or let it mature for hearty, flavorful greens that cook down beautifully in soups, stir-fries, or sautés. The stems? Don't toss them. They're crunchy and slightly sweet, like nature's answer to celery. Swiss chard doesn't demand much, just a sunny spot, good drainage, and regular watering. It grows fast and keeps producing for months, especially if you harvest a few leaves at a time instead of cutting the whole plant. It's the kind of crop that makes your garden feel alive long after summer fades. Vibrant, resilient, and quietly reliable. Taking the 8th spot is parsley, the quiet workhorse of the herb world that deserves way more credit than it gets. Most people think of it as just a garnish, but any seasoned gardener knows parsley is so much more than that. It's a cool weather champion, thriving when most herbs start to fade. Once it takes root in your fall garden, it keeps producing all through winter and even into spring. Parsley is steady and reliable. It doesn't bolt quickly, it doesn't demand constant attention, and it handles cold nights like a pro. Just plant it in well-drained soil, give it a bit of light and water, and it'll reward you with lush, fragrant leaves for months. The flavor is bright and clean, with just a hint of sweetness, perfect for soups, sauces, and fresh salads. What really makes parsley shine is its endurance. It keeps giving when basil and mint have long given up. And when you see those deep green leaves pushing through the chill, it's a reminder that even in the quiet months, the garden still has life to share. Holding the 7th spot are chives, the low-maintenance, high-reward herb that every gardener should have on standby. If you're looking for something practically indestructible, this is it. Once chives take hold, they'll keep coming back year after year like clockwork, no matter how cold the winter gets. They're the definition of set it and forget it. Just plant them once and enjoy fresh flavors season after season. Chives grow in neat, slender clumps that fit perfectly in any space. A raised bed, a small garden corner, or even a sunny kitchen windowsill. Their mild onion flavor adds a touch of brightness to everything from eggs to soups to roasted veggies. And come spring, those purple blooms they produce aren't just beautiful, they're bee magnets, bringing pollinators right to your garden. The best part? They're almost impossible to mess up. As long as you give them a little sun and water, they'll thrive. Chives are the kind of herb that quietly proves gardening doesn't have to be complicated to be rewarding. Sliding into 6th place, we've got thyme, the quiet overachiever of the herb world. It doesn't shout for attention or demand special care. It simply grows, steady and strong, through whatever the season throws its way. When frost hits and most herbs wave the white flag, thyme just keeps going, green, fragrant, and full of life. It's the kind of plant that reminds you consistency can be just as impressive as flash. Give it a sunny spot, some well-drained soil, and the occasional trim, and thyme will reward you all year long. Its low, spreading form makes it perfect for containers, borders, or even tucked between stones on a garden path. Every time you brush against it, you'll catch that warm, woodsy aroma, like nature's way of saying everything's still okay. In the kitchen, thyme is pure gold. It blends beautifully with roasted veggies, meats, or soups, adding depth without overpowering. Once it settles in, it practically takes care of itself, a tough, timeless herb that turns any garden into a year-round haven of scent and flavor. Grabbing the fifth spot are mustard greens, the bold rebels of the fall garden. These leaves don't just survive cool weather, they embrace it. With that peppery kick and deep green color, mustard greens bring both flavor and attitude to your garden. They grow fast, handle light frosts with ease, and honestly, they make other leafy greens look a little timid. The best part? You don't have to wait long. Within just a few weeks of sowing, you'll be harvesting tender baby leaves that pack a punch. The cooler the weather, the smoother and sweeter they taste. And because pests aren't big fans of their spicy bite, mustard greens practically defend themselves, which means less work for you. They're incredibly versatile too. Toss them into a salad for a little heat, stir-fry them for that southern-style comfort, or sauté them with garlic and olive oil for a quick hearty side. If your garden feels like it's slowing down this season, plant some mustard greens. They'll wake it right back up, fast-growing, full of flavor, and absolutely unstoppable. Claiming the fourth position on our list is cilantro, the herb that finally finds its rhythm when the temperatures drop. While most plants start to fade, cilantro's just getting comfortable. The crisp fall air slows down its tendency to bolt, letting those delicate, fragrant leaves develop their full, zesty flavor. It's almost like cilantro waits all year for this moment. Calm weather, cool soil, and no rush to grow too fast. You can scatter the seeds right into your garden bed or a wide pot. It doesn't demand much. Keep the soil slightly moist, give it a bit of sunlight, and it'll quietly reward you week after week with fresh, vibrant leaves. The best part? It's a 2-for-1 deal. Let a few plants mature, and you'll have coriander seeds ready to harvest for your spice rack later in the season. Cilantro is the definition of effortless success, a plant that thrives when everything else slows down. If you've ever wanted that fresh burst of green flavor in your fall dishes, this is the one to grow. Holding strong in third place is Mosh, also known as corn salad, the quiet gem of the fall garden that most gardeners overlook. While other greens fight for attention, Mosh just grows in silence, happy to take its time. It doesn't crave heat or fuss. In fact, it thrives when the air turns cool and the soil feels calm. Those tender, spoon-shaped leaves have this buttery texture and mild, nutty flavor that turns even a simple salad into something special. The best part? Mosh actually prefers the cold. When frost makes other crops shiver, this little green stays perfectly content, growing slowly but steadily through late autumn and even into winter. It's ideal for small spaces. Sow it in shallow trays, window boxes, or a narrow bed, and it'll fill in like a soft green carpet. Harvest the leaves when they form little rosettes, or let them mature for a fuller, more textured bite. Either way, Mosh is pure elegance, delicate yet strong, subtle yet satisfying. If you've never grown it before, fall is the perfect time to discover this hidden treasure of the cool season. Sliding confidently into second place are green onions, the garden's most underrated multitaskers. They're the kind of crop that asks for almost nothing, yet gives you flavor all season long. Whether you call them scallions, spring onions, or bunching onions, these slender greens are pure gold for fall gardening. Easy, quick, and endlessly renewable. Unlike bulb onions that take months to mature, green onions are all about instant gratification. You can plant them from seed or even regrow them from grocery store scraps. Just stick the white ends with roots into moist soil or a small pot, and they'll bounce right back to life. In cooler weather, they grow slower but sweeter, developing a crisp texture that makes every dish pop. They're compact too, meaning they fit anywhere, raised beds, window boxes, or tucked between other crops. Snip what you need and let the rest keep growing. The plants don't mind a haircut. With minimal effort, you'll have a continuous harvest of fresh, zesty flavor ready for soups, salads, and stir-fries. Simple, dependable, and perfect for small spaces. Green onions are the definition of low-effort, high-reward gardening. Taking the top spot on our fall planting list, carrots, the quiet heroes of the cool season garden. They may not look flashy, but they deliver something few crops can: patience rewarded with pure sweetness. When the temperature drops, carrots shift gears. The cold actually triggers them to convert starches into sugars, giving you that crisp, candy-like flavor that store-bought ones can't touch. Planting them in late October or early November is perfect. The soil is still warm enough for germination, yet the cool days ahead keep the roots tender and flavorful. Just loosen your soil deeply and evenly. Carrots love room to stretch. Scatter the seeds thinly, cover them lightly, and keep the top layer moist until the seedlings appear. They're slow starters, but once established, they practically take care of themselves. As winter settles in, they hunker down underground, quietly developing flavor and texture. By early spring, you'll pull up beautiful, bright roots that snap with freshness. It's hard to beat that moment, when months of waiting turn into a harvest that's as sweet as success itself. And there you have it, 15 cool season champions that prove gardening doesn't end when the leaves fall. It just changes pace. Each one of these crops, from garlic rooting quietly under the frost to carrots sweetening in the cold soil, shows that fall isn't a finish line, it's a fresh beginning. This is the season where patience pays off, where slow growth turns into deep flavor, and where your garden quietly prepares for an even stronger spring. Fall gardening isn't about fighting the weather. It's about working with it. The soil is softer, the pests are gone, and every plant you tuck in now is setting the stage for months of effortless growth. You don't need greenhouses or gadgets, just smart timing, steady care, and a little trust in nature's rhythm. So don't hang up your gloves just yet. Get out there, plant a few of these cool weather favorites, and watch how your garden transforms through the calm, quiet beauty of autumn. With a bit of planning and a touch of patience, your October garden can become one of the most rewarding parts of the entire year.